So, all right. Well, it says we're live, dude. Look, man, we just found your channel recently, The Perfect Citizen, aka Devin. I sent your video immediately to the rest of the guys in our group, and all of us are just obsessed with you right now. Awesome work, man.
It's true.
Well,
Awesome work.
Anthony Chabot bothers all of us.
That's true.
Oh, come on. How could he bother you? He's the most lovable guy I know, Anthony Chabot.
He'll probably pop in here. That's
Oh, that would be awesome.
Cool. Well, hey, Devin, we're going to have Jonas ask you the first question. Go ahead, Jonas. Put him on the spot.
Well, hey, before we do that, how about you introduce everybody, James?
Oh, shit. Sorry. That's
yeah, you got it all backwards.
Introduce everybody.
I'm the worst host ever. What can I say? All right, so that's Jonas down there. He's the handsome guy from Texas. We have Ant from Ant Reviews Things. He's up there with the car. And then we have the perfect fucking citizen with us, man. This is outstanding.
It's great to be here.
Dude, I watch your videos religiously now. I've watched all of them. Anthony.
He's not lying, no.
Our friend Anthony up here couldn't even finish one of your videos because it was too much for him. But,
the one guy who was singing about incest, like I was just like, this is too much, man. Like I was like,
come on, Eric Payton.
Eric Payton,
my favorite guy.
Yeah,
He's my favorite guy.
Yeah. who is your favorite out of all of them? Is it Eric Payton?
It is probably Eric Payton, and then James and I were talking earlier about Michael Kessler and Brandon Horninger.
That's right. Oh yeah,
those guys are up there too. But yeah, probably Eric Payton is my favorite. There's just so much lore, so much to get into with him.
So much lore, yeah.
We have so much questions to ask you, but first I'm going to have Jonas ask the first question. Go ahead, Jonas.
Jonas, the first question?
I thought it was your question, James.
No, you're supposed to ask the first question, Jonas.
Yeah,
I didn't have a question yet.
No, James.
I gave you the question.
You gave me the question. I thought, okay, I misunderstood.
Oh, God. All right, go ahead. Hurry up. We got two people watching us. One of them's probably Chabot. Go ahead,
the question was, I think it was, if you were Donald Trump, who were the first three people you'd execute?
Well, number one is definitely the devil. I have to execute the devil.
Very smart. Oh man, great. That's a strong start.
Number two. Oh my gosh, you're really putting me on the spot here.
Yeah.
Number two would probably be. Let's go with Donald Trump just to make it interesting. Donald Trump.
All right.
Not even because I hate the guy.
That'd be
just
suicide.
To make things...
Though he would execute himself or somebody else.
Yeah.
You could do that.
Either way,
that's allowed.
Okay.
Just to go against the grain a little bit. And then number three, I would probably execute people that I hate.
Yeah, absolutely. So hey. Awesome answer. So now, should we go around the round table? Should we round table this up or what?
What do you mean?
Like, should we now? Us three should answer the three people we would execute.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Man, okay.
All right. So Jennifer Lopez.
All right.
Jennifer Lopez. Who's it? Amy Grant and Tiffany.
Who the hell is Tiffany?
Tiffany, the 80s?
So the 80s, I think we're alone now.
Yeah,
I think we're alone now. Like, she used to sing in the shopping malls.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah. I can't stand those songs. Sorry, Devin. That's okay. All right. So, Ant, go ahead. Your turn. We have four people watching us. We should have people in the chat write down who they would want executed.
Do the people still have to be living? Could they already be dead?
Whatever you want. Whatever.
They could be dead. Yeah.
I would kill Hitler, I would kill Jesus, and I would kill my mother.
Okay.
Mother, tell your children not to look my way. All right, go ahead. Go ahead, Jonas.
Man, I really like Devin's first answer with Satan. That was a good one. I think I would clip probably Taylor Swift.
Oh, come on.
And I know I got a good one. I just can't think of it. You know, there's some people that really irked me for sure. My manager, yeah,
There you go.
my boss, yeah.
Not bad.
Perfect. Well, Devin, let's get into it. What got you involved in researching this community? Because you do a lot of research in your videos, man.
You wouldn't believe it, to be honest. I see it as a blessing from God, the way I was introduced to this community, okay?
Oh,
It was
yes.
one year ago. It was so simple. It was so humble. And it was only a year ago that I got my first YouTube recommendation about a man named Justice Schramm. Have you guys heard about this guy?
Yes, I watched your video. The guy with the dentures, right?
Oh,
Yes.
that guy, yeah.
That's right. Yes, Justice Schramm was the first person in the physical media community that I was introduced to. And he's like the nicest, sweetest guy. Just collects physical media. And I believe, I'm always like keeping an eye out for people like this. I don't know if you guys are familiar with like the Kiwi Farms and stuff.
A little bit.
Yeah, they track people like this. They just track like unique people like Chris Chan. Maybe you guys know. I don't know.
Of course.
Anyway, yeah, okay. So
I know
point
Chris
is,
Chan,
yeah,
Need
a
part
lot of
two
people know.
covering- Oh,
So
look
the
at
point
that.
is, what does this guy say?
You need a part 2 covering his epic feuds with Chase Witherspoon.
Oh, Chase Witherspoon.
Chase Witherspoon.
Chase Witherspoon.
And
Yeah,
Michael-
I don't know who Michael Anthony Castellan is.
All right.
Who's that?
Well, sorry to interrupt you, Devin. Please continue.
Oh, okay, no problem. Anyway, I look into Justice Schramm. I look into his account. There's a video that says something like, "My friend got called the N-word" or something like this. And
Perfect.
so I click that video, go into the comments section, and someone asked, "Who was the friend?" Who called your friend the N-word? And then Justice Schramm writes, Javen Morehouse. Okay, this name is very important. I put this name into the YouTube search, and it was just like a wall of autistic men. It was
Oh.
unbelievable. I couldn't believe my eyes. And that was my introduction to Eric Payton. Eric Payton was one of the results, yelling at Javen Morehouse, saying that he's going to get raped. And from there, it was just I just started researching these guys. I'm like, look, no one else is talking about them. Someone has to talk about them.
Yeah, you went into the void from there.
It was certainly a void. Yeah,
It's a void, dude.
Jonas, tell them about. We also went into the void, but we stopped. But Jonas, tell us about our backstory.
Man, we sure did. I mean, it kind of I want to say it kind of started with two gentlemen. I mean this was about almost 3 years ago now.
3 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, it was about 3 years ago. You're the one that found them, and there was two. There was two gentlemen we knew of, starting with I don't know if I should drop any names here. What do you think, James?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I told Devin the backstory, but he knows.
Okay.
We'll just say DNA.
Okay.
DNA. Devin knows. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll start with that, and that's actually a good friend of ours, but he just happened to have some beef with another Brooklyn gentleman we all know of.
Okay.
And the way it started was James. He told me, he's like, hey, there's a guy out there that actually released a video on YouTube about DNA. Yeah. And he's talking shit about him, like this is actually fucked up, like he's talking some.
Well, I think we would say A is Anthony Chabot.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just can't say D.
Yeah, okay.
We just can't say D, but if you check your comments on the Anthony Chabot video, I under Ant Reviews things commented something, and that'll give you all the answers you need to know.
Right.
I saw your comment. I saw your comment.
Yeah. Okay. So continue there, Jonas.
So James sends me the video. I'm like, what? Someone hates our friend, and we see this video, and this was nothing that I was expecting. I was expecting like an actual fucked up, like, you know, hatred based video, but it ended up being this, and I cracked up so hard that I called James and I'm in tears laughing. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, this ain't nothing what I was expecting here, man. Like, I thought this was gonna be something serious. I thought there was gonna be some serious allegations that, you know, someone had against this guy. I'm like, this is just I don't want to be insulting with my words, but, you know,
retarded.
Retarded. Yeah. It's just some retarded guy.
I get it.
Going on a whim about it.
Can we refrain from using that word, please?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's a very disrespectful word.
I'm sorry, but can we refrain from using that word? Thank you.
Yeah, and you know, but you get the point, right? And James at the time he laughed, but you know, he was like, you know what? You know, I found the video, but I didn't really look into it too much. I didn't really pay much attention to it. So it wasn't until I mentioned it to him that he actually looked back into it. And we were just in tears laughing about it and stuff like that. And from there, it kind of just took off. And we kind of had we kind of just started dabbling more. And it just turned out that that was just the tip of the iceberg, man. Like,
yeah,
that there was a community of these people, man.
Dwayne Steeler is here, by the way.
Dwayne Steeler.
Yeah, there he is.
Speak of the devil.
Yeah, so hey, Dwayne, how's it going? But yeah, so then what happened, Devin, is after that, we just kind of delved into it, and Jonas and I found these animate videos of them just making fun of each other. They're like, this guy is a real jerk face, and I want him banned for YouTube.
Is that the Go Animate videos?
Yes.
Yeah,
so that's when you make
that what
your
that's
video.
Called?
Go Animate, yeah.
Yeah, so Jonathan and I just kind of delve into it, and yeah, we've just been hoods ever since. And your video your videos are just awesome, man, because you really do a deep dive into this community here. So what was the hardest video for you to do, man?
The Go Animate video. I don't know if you saw that one.
It's 21 minutes, right?
Yeah, the Go Animate video. And along with my, it's probably tied with my first video, which is the Physical Media Community Uncovered or something like this. The first video was particularly difficult because I was like going into completely new territory. So I didn't know where to look. I didn't know how to put together the story. And that was very difficult to form. That took me like a good 3 months just to get that sorted. And then the Go Animate video, I knew it was going to be a very difficult project going in, but I wanted to make the visuals very good. So I spent a lot of time editing on that video. But yeah, those were my two most difficult videos by far.
Sure. Go ahead, Jonas. Anthony, do you have a question for this gentleman?
Well, yeah, I mean, I kind of want to continue on a little bit, you know. I know I kind of was a little slow with it, but I just kind of had to break everything down before I got to the point. But anyways, it was James that discovered he hit the gold mine with the community, and he would send these videos to me, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here, dude? And so, yeah, it was a whole mess. That's where we discovered.
We found Dan Sobel.
We found Dan Sobel.
Dan Sobel, okay.
We found Dan Sobel. We found Corey Jonathan Attard.
We found Devin Osborne.
And then where did you guys end?
That's a great question.
You know what? Actually, personal things happened in my life. I got a divorce, and then I was living overseas, and then I moved back to America. And so I think like we just kind of dropped the whole thing. I think like we found this video, Devin. It was like Indiana Jones finding the Holy Grail for the first time. Like it was like 10 of these guys all bitching at each other on a Discord server, and they're all like screaming at each other. And Jonas and I watched this video at least 10, 15 times. Jonas said he would watch this and go to sleep. So you'd hear these people like, Devin, what did he say? What was it, Devin? What did Devin say? He was like, this is Corey. What did like
he was flicking off the camera and recording himself flicking off the camera to the group call and saying, "This is Corey. This is Corey."
Bruh. where do these guys come up with this stuff?
Dude, with Chabot is like every week I get a new friend request from him because he gets kicked off of whatever and starts a new account.
Yeah,
and it's every week, and I'm like, do I want to be friends with Chabot this week and just see what he's? I had Pepsi beverage for dinner and spaghetti, good Lord.
Yeah, but Jonas and I, we laughed because they were giving each other. Now, this is the time when COVID was happening. So it was during lockdown, you can tell. So there was a lot of COVID threats going back and forth. The host of the video was like, he just burst out screaming. He's like, COVID threats hurt people, you moron! And he's like, he starts crying on camera, and he's like, he pushed COVID on me. Jose, like Ben, I think Ben was there, like
Ben Lucero, yeah.
Yeah, Ben Lucero. So Jonas and I just kind of found this like gold mine, and we were like, where else can we go? Like this is like the ultimate ending to like a movie,
Yeah, I'm honestly so envious of you guys because I only see that era from like archives that these guys recorded with their phone on a tablet screen or something.
Yeah,
this is my perception of that era. Now you guys got to see it happening in real time. Correct?
Well, we saw the videos because Jonas, you explained that. We didn't see it in real time. We wish we did.
It was sort of. I mean, it wasn't too far off. I mean, they were still.
Well, did you guys see the archives of these videos, or did you actually see them posting them?
Well,
kind
actually,
of both, I would say.
I would say a little, but we did started to follow some of them, and then when someone posts up something new, we were like, dude, this person's like did this.
Once you see thing, then you just keep following where it's going, and you just be like, oh, check this thing out, and we just send it to each other and shit.
You just get deeper and deeper, And that was in 2021.
I want to say 2022.
Yeah, 22.
Yeah.
So like COVID was finished, but like we found these old archives, and Devin, it was like just listening to the. And then, like, a guy would come in, like, the room, and then this gentleman, Devin, would be like, oh, he's here. He's going to back me up. Like, he treated it like it was a wrestling match, man. Like,
yeah, you're talking about the exposing videos.
Yes.
So, I don't know. I don't remember this guy's name. But Devin, are you familiar with the Vietnamese gentleman in this?
Is it Andy Ho?
I think so.
I think it is. Yeah.
There's a video, and I wish I could find it, man, because it's just the funniest fucking video. God,
say it. Just say it. So
this video was exposing Jose.
Crespin.
Crespin.
Yeah,
and it was like he recorded himself calling Jose, right? Jose is completely unaware, set up, doesn't know it, and he's like, "Hey, Jose, blah blah blah," and then he brings the Vietnamese guy on the call. What's his name, man?
Andy Ho.
Andy Ho. He's like, "All right, Andy, get him." Like he's unleashing like a dog on him, you know what I mean? Like he just sets this Jose guy up for whatever reasons, and then he came with his guns loaded and was like, get him. And this Vietnamese guy is just going ham on this dude. Like it's insane. He's like fucking
Oh
ugly
my
looking
gosh.
ass boy, ugly motherfucker looking ass boy. And he's like, what did he say? He's like, I masturbate. You don't.
Bruh.
Dude,
Oh my
it's
gosh.
bad. It's really bad. And then I think there's a female related to the subject. Her name's Lily. I've never seen anything of her. I've only heard them talk about her. And then he says something like, yeah, you want to give Lily a whim job with your tiny sausage.
Bruh.
It's brutal, man. I mean,
That just sounds like complete gold. And you
Dude.
guys don't have that?
yeah.
No.
Man,
It's
no.
gone. No.
It was
No,
fucking crazy. I remember, oh man.
Well, they actually showed Corey Jonathan naked because he
They
was
did.
accused. They showed his actual picture
Yeah,
in the
dude.
video, and because
Oh,
he was flirting with an underage like boy, I think, and so they wanted to expose him for that. And that's what Jonas and I were surprised was when they said, we have Corey, like, then they showed the transcript
Dude,
of
they
like
showed
Corey.
it. Yeah.
They showed it like this. They showed everything what this Corey kid did, and he's really flirting with this underage boy.
Yeah.
And then the thing is, he didn't deny it, and he stayed there.
So here's the thing,
Yeah.
man, because this was like another Google Meets sort of
Yeah.
video that Devin was recording live. I guess he has a second phone that he uses for this shit. I don't know. But so at some point, he's like, hey, you want to see the fucking disgusting shit Corey's been doing? And he fucking pulls the screenshots out, right? And it's Corey, man. He took a full body selfie of himself with a boner, dude.
Yeah.
And then attached to the bottom, he's saying shit like, do you like my penis and stuff like that? And there's one poor kid in the group call. I mean, everyone's seeing this, right? And there's one poor kid in the group call. It's like, oh God, I think I'm gonna be sick.
Oh my gosh.
He's like, oh God, I think I'm gonna be sick.
Yeah, the reaction in the video was amazing because you just heard this and there's like 10 people, Devin, so they're like all at the same time, simultaneously going, gross, Corey. And like a normal person would like leave if they're being ripped on by 10 people, but he didn't. He still stayed, and he would even try to change the subject. And he's like,
"Well, no, you're forgetting, James. He was laughing. He posted the fucking picture of him standing there with his wiener, and he's laughing, dude. And he's just dropping the N-word left and right, and just no shame, dude. And
it's like a weird phenomenon with these guys. I think they actually like the humiliation.
You know what? I think you're right. No,
it might be the attention because they don't get attention anywhere else. I don't know, but it's very odd.
It makes perfect sense because like Jonas and I were just dumbfounded. Like, he stayed there. He took the punches from all these people. And then the thing is, Corey, what does Corey do? He's making fun of one of them they were making fun of him because he likes the Wiggles. And they're like, you like kids show. And Corey was like, no, I don't. I like grown-up shows. Like,
and he's like, and then what did Devin say? He's like, yeah, because Blue's Clues is a grown-up show, you inbred fuck.
I watched the one about the Wiggles guy, and that video was batshit crazy.
That's the guy we're talking about.
This is nuts, yeah.
I don't know what's up with Corey specifically. Like he's kind of off the rails.
Has anybody that you've done videos about like reached out to? How do you do it? Like when you make a video about someone, do you ask for permission first, or how do you do it, man?
I just go for it. I don't ask for permission.
In the case of Chabot, I think Chabot asked for it.
Yeah, Chabot actually requested that from me multiple times.
Read the comments, like the reply when he's like, "It's me," and then like the first comment is like, that you're kind of being made fun of, and then everything else was just solid gold.
Yeah.
He asked for it.
All right, so Seen It All says it's definitely that. These guys are lonely losers seeking other losers to follow, back them up. A lot of content out there to study.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I just want to know, man. Like you said it in your own video that it's very weird when someone wants me to make a video about somebody. Like, did you have any other kickback from any of these other videos?
You mean like have I gotten responses from other people that I made videos on?
Yeah, absolutely.
I have. To my surprise, I have not received any responses from anyone except for one guy named Kelvin, Sir Kelvin. He's like I don't know if you guys saw this video. He puts on horse masks and puts like blankets underneath his belly to make himself look like he's pregnant. And he contacted me on Discord and he said something like he's like, "Why do you think I'm weird?" or something like this. I don't know. And I was just like, honestly, he did nothing wrong. If you watch my video, I say like this guy's just being weird. He's not doing anything bad or anything. I like the guy. Like he's funny. So we started to be friendly toward each other. So other than that, I haven't received any negative responses from any of the people I've made videos on, which is extremely surprising.
Now, how did you come across Sobel?
I think I just, as I was researching other people, once you find one name, you put it into YouTube, a video comes up with 3 autistic men. You click that video, it's Dan Sobel, it's Ben Lucero, and it's some other guy. And now you have Dan Sobel's name. And then you put Dan Sobel's name in, and then there's another video call with like 3 or 4 other guys, and you just keep going. You keep finding names. Like I have a whole Google document with probably like 50 names at least, 60. I don't know. It's weird. Damn. I'm sorry. It's a little bit weird that I have all these autistic people's names in a Google document.
No, totally. We were detectives in this field at one point, right, James?
Okay, you guys understand.
We get it.
Yeah, and it's finally someone like you, and your content is quality.
Oh yeah,
like you actually have good equipment. Your mic works very well. Like I do everything.
Thank you.
I hate to say it, like a loser, like in his parents' basement. So like my stuff looks like shit, but like yours actually looks professional.
Hey, I gave you those printings.
Yeah, but that still doesn't look as clean as his videos. You know what I mean? So yeah. Now, what are you doing? Like, how long does it take you to edit like an actual video of
what's
one
your
of these
process? Guys? Yeah.
Good question.
What's the video making process like from beginning to end?
Yeah. Just as just a brief rundown.
Okay, it's of course starts off with the research, and that usually takes, depending on who it is, it takes like 1 hour to like 6 hours, depending on who it is. And then I write a script, record, bring it into Adobe Premiere Pro, chop up the audio, and then create visuals, and that's the process right there. The longest part is researching and script writing, probably. The rest is kind of smooth sailing.
So let's go back to the iAnimate video that you did. When you started, you did a lot of research from even the guy who created it, which I thought that was hilarious that this gentleman created this program in his college and it's being used for the things he didn't want it to be used for.
Yeah, and then it actually was used against him at the end of it. He's just some like Chinese immigrant, and now he's got all these people making grounded videos on him.
That's amazing.
So how did you do all that research of this iAnimate stuff, man?
That was like killer, to be honest. I was talking to a buddy one day, and I was just like, my buddy's in AI development. I was like, bro, could you like could you like develop something that just goes through all of these Wikipedia pages, just skims through all of it and creates the most important points? Because otherwise, the Go Animate Wikipedia has 7,000 pages, and otherwise I would have had to scroll through all of them, which of course my buddy did not develop this AI tool, so eventually I had to just look through 7,000 pages of a Go Animate.
Jeez.
And there was so much more. There was so much more because I'm just looking at the Wikipedia. There's like 2 Wikipedias. Then I'm going to Alvin Hung, the creator of Go Animate. I'm looking at his Wikipedia. I'm looking at YouTube videos. It was just like never ending. So that video actually took me like a month and a half to produce, just because that took such a long time.
Do you have any favorite Go Animate clips that you didn't show in your video? Because I love the one where he's like, was he like shit sandwich? So he keeps repeating himself like shit sandwich, shit sandwich, shit sandwich.
Oh,
I thought that was hilarious.
Strawberry shit cake.
Oh, shit.
That's a type of video called Yuliak videos. I don't know, James, you know, but I'm not sure if the others know that Go Animate is largely surrounds Caillou. So they have a big fixation with Caillou, and Yuliak videos is basically like Caillou backwards, so it's a demented version of Caillou videos. So no, to answer your question, I don't really have like a vault of Go Animate videos because I can barely sit through one. So I just I didn't really care about those, to be honest.
No, okay. So when your channel is blowing up, man, you have a lot of subscribers. Do you think in the future you should do like a fundraiser? Like, if you give me like $1,000, I'll donate to my favorite charity and I will watch the whole Go Animate the movie. Like, could you do that to yourself?
Look, if someone wants me to go sit in front of a TV and watch Go Animate the movie, I'll do it. But, I'm not going to be paying attention. I'm not going to be able to tell you what happened at the end of the movie. I'd have no idea. So, if someone wants to pay me $1,000, then sure, yeah, I'll pay attention. I'll write a whole essay on it if they want me to.
Well, because when you said that in your video, it's like the perfect, like, hey, I don't want to do this, but I can, because YouTubers do that all the time,
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Yeah, no, you make a good point. Yeah, maybe it's an idea then. I'll start a GoFundMe.
Or something. Yeah.
Or maybe you're just bored and you're like, I want to buy a pizza. Send me $18 and I'll watch Go Animate the movie so I can buy my Domino's pizza. And they can be like, here you go. So
I'll keep that idea for a rainy day then, when I want to buy a pizza.
Perfect.
All right,
perfect.
Jonas,
because it's not in that case, it ain't too serious. You can just kind of test the waters whenever you want.
Exactly.
Buy a 6-pack.
Yeah, buy a 6. But Jonas, what do you want to say to this guy?
Yeah, man. What are you drinking, Devin?
What am I drinking?
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking non-alcoholic beer because I don't drink alcohol, actually.
Perfect.
Me too.
Nice.
Me too. Now, these two gentlemen, Anthony's a full-blown alcoholic right up there. So he's a full-blown. Yeah. So now, like I said, we just run your channel recently. We're obsessed with it. This is probably the most viewed live stream we've ever done in our whole entire existence.
That's true. And you know what? Not to mention, it's been a few months since we gone live like this. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I remember we used to be at it pretty much every night, if not every other night. So it's cool to kind of get back in the gears and get to do something like this with someone cool like Devin.
Thank you. Yeah, that's great. I'm glad to hear that it's going well.
Yeah, man, it's a great way to come back strong, dude. We gotta, and this is a fucking awesome subject. Like, good Lord, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, this has always been. This is always like as much as James and I and Anthony and all of us have not really been doing much, content wise. We've always had this subject of these people in the back of our heads. This is always our inside joke. It's always our inside joke, no matter what. You know what I mean? And when we found you, dude, I mean, it really it changed everything. It's like, oh, dude, finally. You know what I mean? Like
the Chabot one was what blew the lid off of it.
Yeah.
Once we saw that, it was like James watched every single one.
Yeah.
I watched a few of them, but it was like I watched the Chabot one over and over.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you described him so perfectly. Like it was, I'm like, yes, this is beautiful. Like I watched it like 3 times in a row. It was,
I'm very happy that was accurate. And to be honest, I'm happy to have people like you guys, because in my everyday life, I can't really talk about these physical media people. Are you kidding me?
Dude, trust me, we get it. Like,
yeah,
James only sends me and probably Anthony these videos, and he
or he's like, hey, we're gonna go live with so and so, and I always have to be like, hey, James, you can't make fun, but then minute and a half into it, we're making fun of the person. It's trying to, but it just they set themselves up for it. And it's not like we're being mean or anything like that.
No.
But it's just like we like to joke around and shit. But yeah, it's very interesting, the characters that we've crossed.
What's funny is I was just in Turkey 2 weeks ago because I used to live there. So I went back and visited my old friends, and we're at a dinner table, and I'm texting Jonas at the same time, and I'm telling these Turkish people about this community. And as I'm saying it, I'm laughing hysterically as I'm telling it. And so these Turkish people are like, hey, this was a little weird. And then I had to explain to them, oh, by the way, the king of the weirdos is obsessed with my friend Jonas. And we're like, and they're like, why Jonas? We're like, we do not know.
We don't know
why this dude's obsessed with Jonas.
Gosh.
And
I don't even talk to him.
Yeah, he's obsessed with you, dude.
And then she texted
number
me.
one YouTube.
She was texting me while she was with you, because I guess you were telling her to ask me.
I was with a girl. Yeah. I was with a female friend. Yeah.
And she was like, hey, who's Devin Osborne? And I wish I could just pull up the screen of our conversation, because I immediately sent her a picture of Devin's face. His profile pics are like a fucked up close up shot of his like double chin and shit. And I sent that to her. I'm like, who, this guy? And she's like, oh wow, he seems like a nice guy.
I saw her immediately delete that photo from her phone within seconds after Jonas said it. No, but we are just, when we saw your videos, we discovered your channel, like, feelings mutual, man. Like, wow, like we can talk about this with someone, and like, because we don't do videos about this. We do videos with actors and directors, but we never like, dude, Dan Sobel got me.
And here's another great point. Like this whole community was always me and James' like sort of rebound, because when we weren't doing something serious and cool, this is what we were going back to. You know what I mean? Like when we weren't talking to rock stars or movie directors or something, we would have a slow kind of window, and then in that window we'd just be on fucking
go back to these
Devin Osborne and the whole Chabot saga and stuff like that. And
it's always something to keep you entertained. Like you can always look back at these guys and be like, oh, that's what they're up to. More shenanigans.
Go ahead, Jones, please.
Yeah, and when we found you, man, I mean, it was like, man, this guy's doing the work we've always wanted to do. We've had so many ideas that we just fantasized about, with like kind of orchestrating something with these people, but we just never were able to really figure out what we were going to do or just pull it off. But you're out here like really getting into it and fucking like pulling it off like immaculately. And what was the first thing I told you, man, when you were sending me Devin's videos and stuff like that? What was the first thing I told you?
I don't remember.
I mean, I remember telling James, I'm like, holy shit, he's one of us, dude. We gotta talk to this guy. I told him that. I really.
Oh, he's talking about you, Devin.
Yeah, we're talking about you. Yeah.
Yeah, for a second there, I thought you were talking about Devin Osborne.
No, we're talking about you. Yeah, no, Jonas is referring to when I sent him your channel. He's like, we gotta meet this perfect citizen like fast because he understands us. And also, too, Jonas and I, we love scrolling through their community tabs because it's all burns. It's all hilarious burns.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's truly incredible.
Now,
Wait, can I just say one thing? First of all, if I were explaining this community to a bunch of Turkish men, I'd be like crapping my pants. I'd be terrified. but
I lived in Turkey for 10 years.
Okay, yeah. So they're used to you. Now, just to cover my ass, Devin Osborne, you're a good guy, man. I've been in contact with Devin Osborne, so I gotta keep it clean. But anyway,
he's not. We found him there's nothing bad. We don't know.
No. I get it.
He's pretty clean. But I just want to ask you about my new favorite YouTuber is the Power of Satan. Jonas, you are cursed. I have 3 cards. I just love Bart Homer the 7. And the way he curses people, he's like, Devin Shobo, you have been cursed by the power of Satan. And then he talks in a normal voice. I have 3 cards right here.
Yeah. No one appreciated that video. That video got very
I love Bartman Homer. Go ahead.
He's amazing. Bartman is the best. I don't know why people didn't really see his character. I guess they didn't really I don't know. They just didn't really like him.
He's got an arc too because he has a terrible history, man. Like, didn't his mom die and like he's living you know what I mean? Like, it's pretty sad too.
I think both his mom and dad are dead or something, but he's living with his older brother. That's what I know.
So all right, let's talk about Bartman Homer. So is he gone? Like, where is he? Where can I find him?
He's still very much active on TikTok.
All right, I gotta follow him.
He left YouTube because of the drama between like Dan Sobel and stuff.
And then he made the video.
Wait,
go ahead.
Do you guys know Shoe on Head?
Yes. There was a video about him recently, actually.
No, Shoe on Head is a girl.
Oh no, we don't know her. We're not familiar with the girls. No, introduce us, please.
Well, it's just kind of an interesting fact. This Shoe on Head girl is a famous YouTuber nowadays, and way back in the day on YouTube, she shouted out Bartman Homer the 7th because he did a tarot card reading on her before she got famous, and Bartman said that you will be rich and famous and have a lot of friends on YouTube in his tarot card reading, and now she has multi-millions of subs.
That was in your video, right?
Yeah, that was my video. Yeah.
So wait, so Bartman just couldn't handle giving curses to all these people?
Well, he didn't curse her. He predicted the future.
He predicted,
yeah. She has 2 million subs now.
He did a tarot reading.
Exactly.
Yeah. I love his line where he's like, he's laughing maniacally, and he's like, "Ha ha ha! My curses work."
Yeah. And then, right? He's out here just casting people's demise like left and right. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. He's very loose with his curses. That's for sure.
Yeah, man. If you cross him in the wrong way, he'll curse you.
Now, Jonas wants to ask you about his favorite couple, Brandon and Michael.
Dude, you see, them two, they're new to me. I've never heard of them in the past.
You guys, I'll be right back.
Yeah, you're good, man. I've never heard of them in the past. Only recently, whenever we found your channel, is when I discovered them two. How did you come across them? I mean, everything's correlated, of course, but
yeah. There's probably like I can probably think back and remember exactly how, but it's much like everything else, just like
Right,
looking
yeah.
through these guys, and then I've stumbled across them. But yeah, they really stood out when I first saw them. Of course,
Dude.
they're quite the characters.
Dude, I watched your video, man, and you showed footage of Brendan's ex, his proposal,
Yeah,
and like, man, I was like, holy shit, dude.
yeah. His first proposal, yeah,
His
that
first
was
proposal. But then to see how things turned out, and then you got, he's married to what's that guy's name?
Michael.
Well, yeah,
Michael
but
Kessler,
there's
Danny DeVito.
Yeah, Danny DeVito. That's what I was trying to compare him to.
Yeah.
Now he's
There's
married to
Danny
Danny
DeVito.
DeVito. Like the Penguin, dude. It's nuts.
So what does he mean by like what does he say about Chinese
Turn
food,
your
Devin?
ass into Chinese food.
Yeah, turn your ass into Chinese food.
I don't know. I think that's just like a saying, or is that not a saying?
Not that I've heard of, but then again,
Maybe-
it could be an East Coast, New Jersey.
Yeah, he's like Italian,
York
so
slang.
I don't know.
Insult, you know what I mean? But yeah, he's nuts, man.
Anthony, what do you think that means?
Like turning somebody's ass into Chinese food, like you can turn it into a bunch of grains of rice. Like I don't, yeah, it just.
Dude, I tell James all the time, like I love that insult because it makes no sense to me, and I'm just, how did he come up with that? I know Chinese, I know there's Chinatown and shit where he lives, but where did he come up with your ass is gonna be Chinese food, or like, and he says it a lot,
It's probably something that like an old relative said. Like a lot of these guys just copy old relatives. It might be like an old saying or something, like a 1950s saying.
To me, it's such an Italian thing to say. Like I feel like Italians just make their own shit up. Like, oh, you're gonna be a Swanson TV dinner by the time we're done with you.
Like, yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
It's the same kind of.
Growing up, my dad's side of the family is 100% Italian, and my nanny, my grandmother, everything was, if I did something wrong, was, what happened to the kid down the street? Oh, he did that and he broke his leg. Oh, the kid down the street. Everything was about the kid down the street.
Yeah.
To where, like, a certain point in my life, I'm like, the kid down the street has no arms, no legs. He got in trouble going down the slide while he had wet swim trunks on, and he jumped down the bottom stairs and now has to wear a neck brace. And
yeah,
so
the Italians.
That was always the go-to, is the kid down the street.
They have these weird things, like they have these weird sayings.
Yeah.
And your ass is going to be Chinese food is probably one of them.
Yeah,
it's probably one of them.
Okay, so what region do you think he's from? I'm gonna guess like Staten Island or something.
I'm not very familiar with New York regions. That's the thing.
He's Canadian, dude.
Yeah,
he's Canadian.
Well, I was asking everyone, really.
Oh, okay.
Well, definitely. Now, Devin, do you have a favorite insult from these guys? Like Jonas and I, we have turning you into Chinese food's one of them. Jonas and I love, what was our other one? Like, tiny sausage. You didn't even tell the tiny sausage.
I did.
Oh no, you did. All right. So, do you have a favorite insult from these guys?
Oh my gosh, I know I have some insane insults screenshotted from them, but I couldn't possibly think of them off the top of my head, and I don't want to butcher them.
Totally.
So I just got to skip that question. If it comes to my mind, then I'll tell you, but I can't. I can't think of it right now.
Because there's a lot of good ones, man. They're hidden gems. Like I've gone back to videos and listened through them. A video that I've listened to probably 4 or 5 times at this point, but then I'm like hearing something completely hilarious that I missed the first 3 times I listened to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, how the hell did I miss that?
What the fuck? It's just so there's so much going on, dude. It never stops.
Yeah, truly.
Now
That is
Julie,
a great question.
Now, Devin, Jonas and I love the part in the Corey Attard video where you show the audio clip of him going,
Yeah.
I can't understand anything he says, but I love it. Can you put out what he's saying?
I don't know what he's saying. I have no clue.
I think
don't know.
I think in one part I heard him say like "fuck you, you motherfucking bitch" or something like that. But
Yeah,
I
you
have
can make out a little bit here. And
yeah
there.
yeah I have a I've got a story on that today actually because
Oh yeah,
I guess
please tell.
because when he sent it to James today, he sent it to me immediately. And he sent it to me. I got it when I was at work, and I opened my phone and I click on it because I didn't know what it was. I just get a video from James, and so I click on it, and immediately it's like it's this crazy shit.
Oh yeah.
But my phone was on full blast, and I
Oh
was
my
standing.
gosh.
I was standing next to my boss, my coworkers, a customer in front of me, and they're all like, "What the fuck is that?" And I'm like, nothing." Now I put my phone back and shut the shit off and just go back to work.
Well, good thing that was a Corey clip. You couldn't make it anything that he was saying. If it was like a Michael Kessler clip, maybe you'd be a little bit more screwed.
Oh, dude, no, you're right. Yeah, right. I freaking talking about admitting to freaking. I won't even say
it. So, Anthony, you've been quiet, man. You go ahead. You talk to our guest.
Oh no, I'm just enjoying the conversation. My only question for you is, if you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Okay. The only superpower that I would want is the superpower that these autists have to not care about anything.
Yes!
That's the one superpower that I want, and that is a superpower. That is a superpower.
I guess if that counts, all right.
These guys,
superpower,
dude.
These guys will post themselves naked, and they'll laugh, and they'll laugh.
Dude, you're on the money. You're really on the money with this because I've told James in the past. I'm like,
so the superpower is just having no shame,
basically.
Confidence. The confidence.
The confidence, yeah.
The confidence is a better way to put it.
I've told James, like, man, if only we had the confidence that these dudes have. Like, these guys are persistent with their community tabs and their channels and shit like that, and nothing stops them. Not even a picture of their dick. You know what I mean? Like, that's just thrown out there. It's like, yeah, yep, that's mine. Yep. Whatever.
Yeah, dude, I work months and months editing an interview, and then I post it up, and it's got like very little views, and I get so upset. Like, damn it, this was a month wasted of my life, you know, but I had fun doing it. And then these fucking guys come out and they get naked and they don't give a shit. And I'm like, if I had their mindset, like, and the thing is, they post about anything. Like, they're
they
like,
don't care.
Hey, they don't care. Like, hey, here, I'm watching TV. Here, I'm watching TV. Look, the Lakers won the championship. And you go, wow, that's a video. Like to them.
And these guys, they're not even doing it for the views. They're doing it for 10 views.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter to them. They're just doing it because they want to do it.
Yeah. And I would say they're more famous than probably any of us.
It's almost it's almost to them it's really just used as like a social media platform, you know what I mean? Like it's
exactly.
the same thing, like as if you post an Instagram story or whatever have you, right? You know, it's the same shit, except you know they have Google Meet calls where they call each other out and get naked and stuff. So
yeah, exactly. They're weird.
Even if one of these, like, think of like Ryan Reynolds, if he just said 2% of what these guys had said, he would have been canceled a long time ago. You know what I mean? Like, we live in a world of cancel culture, and cancel culture does not affect them whatsoever.
It's true. No, well, how are they going to get canceled? Like, what are you going to cancel them for? They have autism, right?
Yeah.
Like, I hate to say it, but how much lower could they get?
Yeah, I mean, they're only limited to a certain crowd and community that they don't leave. You know what I mean? So that's really all. That's really all that they've got going on. And anytime that they, anytime that there's backlash, it's from their own. Really. That's pretty
okay.
much it.
So all right. So we got two things for you, Devin. We have any hints on his next work from DJ LL Reacts? That's a question for you, and then we got another one.
That's a question for me.
Yeah.
Chase Witherspoon is up next, or up very soon.
I love Chase.
And then to drop a hint, which is very clear to DJ LL, but to drop a hint for the rest of you guys, Chris. That's my hint.
Oh, all right. So
that's going to be huge.
Okay.
All right. The Perfect Citizen, I just watched your Chabot video. Nice work. Please do a follow-up. What can you do a follow-up of? I mean, it's the same.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what I would do a follow-up on.
I don't know. Maybe like his singing videos. Have you seen any of those, man?
I think I have.
He sings a lot. He loves singing.
I think I have seen them.
Well, we try to make him sing with us, which you found us because we danced with him for I Like the Movie.
Anytime he'd pop up, we were just
man,
ready for him to sing.
How did you find that, Devin?
Sorry, how did I find what?
How did you find the video of us dancing with Mr. Chabot?
I don't know. I think I saw it months ago, back in like October, when I was first researching Anthony Chabot, and then I saw it today when I searched up. I don't know. I could look through my search terms. I searched up when James texted me. I think I searched up Anthony Chabot, The Friendly Men. Popped up.
Yeah.
So all right, here we go. Anthony. All right, Creepy Onion says Anthony Chabot is a lifelong friend of Chase. So that is a great resource. They've only been on the outs for about 6 months. So I guess this is pretty new between the beef.
The beef is new. Yeah, I'm aware about that. I don't know. I didn't know that they were lifelong friends. I've never heard that before. But yeah, the beef is like they were friends 9 months ago. So very recent.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's got a worker, apparently. But
what do you mean?
He says he has a worker. I guess this worker is like his chauffeur, aka his manager, aka his
Who's
whatever.
that? Chase Witherspoon?
He's never really like specified who it was or really.
No, sorry. Wait, who's saying that they have the worker?
Oh, Chabot.
Oh, Chabot's saying that. Okay,
yeah.
Sorry.
My apologies. But yeah, some people kind of speculate that the worker is possibly his state mandated nurse. There's no proof of that, but he did post a picture of of his what was supposed to be his worker. Do you remember that, James?
Which one?
Damn,
as you can see, Devin, we're really affected by this community.
Dude,
we're still laughing about it. Wait, what picture are you talking about?
I just remember seeing like he posted a picture of this, large African American man with dreads and like tattoos on the sleeve and the neck. And he said, that's his worker. I'm like, holy shit, that's his worker? Damn. But then I guess there was some sort of falling out with the worker at some point. So I don't know if he's got one anymore.
So, okay, Devin, Echo Sarah, we met him and Anthony kind of at the same time. So we all know each other in their community. So Echo Sarah Chabot just said a short telling a group of people he is sorry and he won't be hassling people anymore or something. Do you agree with that statement? Is it true or false? What do you think?
It's absolutely false. It's false. I don't know. Look, we talked about this earlier, James. It's good to be an observer. It's fun to be an observer of Chabot. Maybe not as fun to be a victim of Chabot. But, as an observer, I don't want him to stop harassing people. Like, it's kind of fun to see what he's doing.
I've told James, man, I'm like, man, this guy's the fucking Terminator, dude. Like, he is.
Yeah.
He really is. There's no stopping him. And he gets,
Anthony Chabot is a lunatic sociopath. He posted a video mentioning me a few years ago, talking trash. I tried to report that video, take it down, and I think it's still on YouTube. Well, we will report it again. We will report it again. We got to get that video down for him. So he has done that. I'm sorry. Yeah. So, I mean, that's right. So even our friend Dwayne has been a victim of his stalking behavior, and we don't approve of that, you know. And Dwayne is a very good friend of ours. He's also an actor. We love Dwayne, and everyone who's in this.
Dwayne's our guy, man.
Dwayne is our man. We love Dwayne. Dwayne just did this.
Steeler.
You'll have to meet Dwayne Steeler.
He's awesome. Devin. He's awesome.
We love Dwayne so much, man. Dwayne Dwayne did this awesome action movie where Jonas, pitch him the idea, Jonas, just please.
I mean, the way I took it was like, it was sort of a John Wick meets like Blade sort of collab. That was kind of what we got with Portrait of Payback.
It's called Portrait of Payback.
Steeler.
So good.
Yeah. Holy crap. Basically, it's John Wick, but with Dwayne as John Wick.
But you're getting Blade vibes, because Dwayne's like in all black and like spike gauntlets with the katanas and shit. You know
Wait, this is a movie that has actually been made?
It's already
been made. It's like 17 minutes long. It's a 17-minute long movie.
Yeah, it's an independent film. It's
He's made a few other independent films as well.
Yeah.
Send the link. I'll take a look.
Yeah, you got to see it.
Devin and Dwayne just had his first festival about him last week in New York. So it's called Steeler Fest.
He
is
a whole festival.
A whole festival. So they showed all the Dwayne's movies. They showed his artwork. Dwayne is an amazing artist. He draws like he draws a lot of erotic art, which is kind of neat. So like, if you want to imagine like werewolves with like big breasts and stuff, Dwayne is your guy.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah. So go ahead. Dwayne is a friend of ours, and we just love him so much. And Jonas and I just could not be happier to be sitting down. And wow, this happened so quickly, because I messaged you today, and here we are, you know?
No, this is great.
So what inspired you to make videos about the physical media community, the PMC?
PMC,
that's yours.
Community. Take a look at who's in it. Their character inspired me. Every single physical media member.
Did you get surprised about anything that you've discovered while looking into this community?
Yeah. No, I'm always surprised with what I find. I was surprised yesterday with some stuff that was uncovered that I will probably be talking about in the future. That's relating to Dan Sobel. But I'm always surprised with what's going on in the community. Everyone seems so docile, and then they just turn out to be predators or alleged predators. For example, Corey Jonathan Attard.
Sure. So and it seems like there's an endless amount of them, because they just keep coming in droves, man.
No, truly.
So all right, now Anthony, go ahead, Ant. We still have. This is amazing, by the way. I know I said this before, but we never dropped under 10 views.
That's good for us. Yeah, that is pretty good for us.
We think
we haven't done this in a while, so yeah. That's why I've been keeping quiet, because I didn't really have a lot of time to do homework. All I watched was the Chabot video. That's
all right.
Well, I watched other ones, but I mainly focused on that one.
Yeah, but you watched Dan Sobel today. You watched Dan Sobel.
Yeah, I watched those ones. I watched a bunch of them, but I just, I don't know. Right. This is fun.
I got my question for you, Devin. Best freak out. Who does the best freak outs? Because Mr. Wiggles is pretty high.
Yeah.
I love Mr. Wiggles.
Yeah, Corey Jonathan Attard freakout is really good. There's like a few key freakouts, which is Dan Sobel's big one.
Yeah,
Ben Lucero's mall screaming. Corey Jonathan Attard's I can't even remember what he was raging about. And then yeah, those are the three biggest ones, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
and what's funny is we saw a Corey Attard video years ago, and he's like punching the desk, or he's like punching the table. He's like, "Devin Osborne, this is you," and he's like punching. You know, he's not strong, so you don't hear like the whack. Jonas, what about you?
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite outburst, Jonas?
It has to be the Corey one, only because that was very what's the word? Prevalent today.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Corey is up there for sure.
Jonas, come on, man. He's got limited time with us, dude. So, you know,
what time is it over there, man?
It's 9:52 p.m.
9:52. Okay.
So when you're
what's Jonas. Up? No, I mean this has been great. Hopefully we could do more stuff like this. You definitely got to meet our good friend Dwayne and kind of get a better idea and kind of see what this guy's about, man. He's the real deal, man.
And Mormozine.
Oh, we haven't talked about Mormo. Yeah.
I'm getting ready to send him some mail. He's a super stand-up guy. Like he's in Missouri, and yeah, he's awesome. Like follow his content. Like it's super cool. Like there's like. You know, like
James
there's nothing bad about him. There's nothing bad about him, you know.
No,
he seems like a nice guy. James was telling me about him earlier, and I know he's also familiar with Anthony Chabot. So, yeah, he seems like a decent guy.
I'll send you something, Devin. I've got some. I think I have a Mormo sort of deal
compilation type thing.
Yeah.
He made a diss track.
Yeah, about the Friendly Men.
Yeah, and he's been bugging me. Yeah, he's made a diss track about us, Devin.
Okay.
And so he's like, "Fuck the Friendly Men."
Is it like a friendly kind of thing, like banter?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we loved it.
Okay.
We loved
all right. So since James brought up the diss track, basically what I'm gonna send you, Devin, is we went live with Mormo a couple of months. I mean, this is back in like probably July, maybe August. But we went live with Mormo at the time, and he said that he had just released a diss track at that time, right, on against some other person, something Rabbit. I don't know what the dude's name was, and we're like, okay, I mean, can you kind of like specify like what's this about? And he was saying like, yeah, I released a diss track against him because he released a diss track talking shit about a fifth grader. So I released a diss track against him. And I mean, when he brought up the fifth grader, I mean, it completely threw me off. Like I wasn't expecting that, you know what I'm saying? And and so yeah, man. And I'm like, wait, a fifth grader? He released a diss track on a fifth grader, and he's like, yeah, he did, yeah. Calling him a bitch and shit, and just going nuts.
So
good. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, he's like,
there's lore with this Mormo guy as well.
Oh, dude, yeah, I want to say this. I mean, he's eating spaghetti while he's telling us this story, you know, and I'm like, this is literally in the exact same setting as we are right now. We're live on YouTube, and he just happened to jump on with us, and I'm listening to this, and I'm laughing my ass off. Like I couldn't keep my composure. So I have a little snippet of that particular highlight, and shortly after that, he released a diss track against us. So
I'd love to see that stuff. He actually, I think he left a comment on my Anthony Chabot video, saying something like "What about me?" or something like this. I can't remember.
I mean, he's a good dude. He's a good dude. He likes music too. So,
all right. So Mormo is here. Mormo's here. Watching us right now. Yes. Wow. We do appreciate Mormo, and actually, I love his eating videos because he eats a lot, and so he'll eat an Oreo, and it'll be like, "This is the new Oreo," and he'll eat it, and he'll be like, "It's pretty good." Tastes
Hello, friends. It's me, Mormo. Today I'm going to try out these Oreos I got at the dollar store.
Fuck yeah.
He's awesome.
He sounds hilarious. He sounds hilarious. I'd love to learn more about him.
All right, so it says, do you hate Amanda Cartwright?
Amanda,
I gotta leave the chat. I gotta go.
You're good, dude.
hey, nice meeting you, man.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, great chatting with you. I'll keep watching the video. I just got to take out the garbage and stuff. Kids are going to sleep.
I'll see you next month.
Jonas, take it easy.
All right.
See ya.
So, Devin, who's Amanda Cartwright? We never heard of her.
Amanda Cartwright is another physical media user. She is like a Dan Sobel fan, I guess. I don't really know. She has some sort of affiliation with Dan Sobel, but she's like this very she has autism. Actually, her YouTube account is named Amanda Cartwright with autism. So I guess there was an Amanda Cartwright without autism that was already taken.
Okay.
So so yeah, she kind of just like sits there. She does a lot of like McDonald's eating reviews, and she's one of these types of autistic people that lack personality. And she's like, "Hey everybody, today I'm eating McDonald's Big Mac and fries." Like this, it's one of these types of people. So no, I don't hate Amanda Cartwright. She seems fine, and I know a lot of people want me to make a video on her. Someday I will.
Wow. So, all right. Well, Joe, hey, look, Devin, you said you're available till 10, so we can I can let you go if you want. You know what I mean? Like we could end this. It's your call. So
I can go for a little bit longer if you guys
sure.
want. Whatever you guys want.
We're soaking it in with you, man. Like you are my favorite content creator now.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not kidding, man. So Jonas, I got a
incredible.
question. When I sent you the freak out at work, what was the look on your boss's face?
My boss, he was standing at his desk with his computer, and he's like, he turns and he's like, "What the fuck is that?" And I'm just like, nothing. And I like turn the volume because my volume was all the way up, and I didn't know that. So I clicked the video, and it's just all, and I'm like, "Oh shit!" And so everyone's like,
how do you even explain yourself?
I couldn't, and I just kind of like, nothing, and I just kind of, and then I was embarrassed, so I kind of left and walked to the warehouse and pretended to do work. And I texted James like, "Dude, I'm at work right now, and I can't stop laughing." And I told him everything that kind of just happened. So that was
that's unfortunate to be in a situation like that.
Yeah, I'm always in situations. You can ask James that. Hey,
keep killing it. All right, so today's the day, Devin. We're gonna bring him on. I'm gonna send a link to Mormo.
Mr. Zine.
Mormo.
Wow, you're gonna meet Mormo, dude. Holy
you're gonna meet Mormo.
Oh
this is gonna happen right now. Let me just find his. There he is. All right, so Mormo is like I said, we love the dude. He's cool. Like he's thinking. Go ahead, Jonas. Kill some time while I write him. Okay.
Mormo's cool. I mean, I think he's probably jumped on our streams. Probably, I would say about a handful of times. But he's always got something going on. I mean, he's pretty consistent with his works, and he's really about. I mean, he makes a lot of diss tracks, and his singing. He does sing a lot of.
Now, where did this guy start off? Like, why? Where did he start on YouTube?
You see that? I don't know. I think that'd be a James question, to be honest with you, because he's the one that brought him. He's the one that brought him to me.
I don't have an answer. You know what? I guess we're just gonna have to ask him. You know what I mean? Like
you'll see for yourself, man. I mean, there's no better way than now. I mean, it's cool.
Yeah.
That he's actually gonna jump on. So
what's interesting is that he refers to himself as a lol cow. Did you guys know this?
I know. I don't. Go into it a little bit.
Well, I'm looking at his channel description right now. He says, "I am a lolcow who has premium content on Gumroad." So it's just like, you guys know lolcow, right? You guys know what lolcow is?
Yeah, sure.
Jonas, you don't know?
So,
it's just it's someone who's like Chris Chan or like Dan Sobel. It's just someone that you milk for laughs, milk for lols. You know, that's why you call it lolcow.
Lolcow. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I see. I see. So, wow. Well, unfortunately, we got to let one of these guys go. I can't let you on with me. We're waiting for Mr. Mormozine, buddy. So next time. So, okay, cool. Yeah. So you're not going to believe this, but yeah, we're just got to wait for Mormo to click this link and come on back. So,
he's going to tell us what he's got loaded in the gun right now, because he's always got something loaded up in the gun.
Yeah, all right. Are you ready? Are you ready, Devin? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Mormo.
Thank you so much for all your kind words. Really appreciate that.
Yeah, so go on, Mormo. Devin's got some questions. How did you get started on YouTube?
I got started in 2006, and I was recording punk shows and uploading videos of punk bands to YouTube. That's how I got my start, basically. When I first started, I wasn't the star. It was all about the bands and stuff. And
interesting. And you post, quite different content from that nowadays. Like, how did you evolve from how did you evolve from that?
Well, when I was doing punk, I lived in San Diego, and I was going to concerts like 3 or 4 times a week. And now I live in Branson, Missouri, which is like a country music town, kind of. And so I don't really have punk bands to go check out anymore. And I became more in front of the camera at some point and just started documenting my life. And I've documented my art card business. I have a playlist with over 100 videos about my art card business, and I'm trying to get someone to edit them into a feature-length documentary so I can inspire a lot of people.
No,
interesting.
Devin just said on your profile, Mormo, it says you're a lolcow.
Yeah, I just consider myself a lolcow because I smoke weed on my streams, and I'm also schizoaffective. I'm like mentally challenged myself, so.
But generally, that's like a demeaning term to be a lolcow.
Yeah, I know. Like Cobra doesn't like being called a lolcow, but I don't know. I just picked it.
Are you just kind of embracing it?
Yeah, I guess you take more of a satirical stance on it.
Yeah, just embracing it for sure.
Fair. That's fair.
So, Mormo, what have you been putting up now? Did you do a recent video of eating? What have you tried recently that you liked?
My last eating video was oh wow, I can't even remember. Sorry.
You post all the time about food reviews, man.
Yeah, I do a lot of food reviews. I used to do a lot of movie reviews, but now I don't really watch movies anymore. I do a lot of like big day reviews, which is just kind of recording everything I do during my day if I go out. And I do a lot of art card reviews or art card videos. I really like your Anthony Chabot video, though. I thought it was excellent. I was a little bummed that you didn't get my Anthony Chabot Sega movie my team made, but
yeah, I'm sorry, and I did see your comment about that. I'm glad you enjoyed the rest of the video, though. I kind of like just briefly crossed your channel when researching Anthony Chabot because of that playlist that you have about.
Yeah, you mentioned the playlist for sure. That we used my team used that playlist when we were putting together our version of the Anthony Chabot saga, and my team used a lot of AI and stuff and to do it. I've been friends with Anthony for years, and he's always talking about wanting to make this Anthony Chabot saga. Originally, it was like a 4-part movie series, and so I told him I could try and make him a proof of concept that he could show other producers as like what the movie could be, like a stepping stone kind of is what I was trying to make for him.
Interesting. Where'd you meet him?
Gosh, I'm not exactly sure. He must have found me somehow. It's been years.
Online?
I've known him somehow online. Yeah, I've known him for years, and he's always in my live streams and always usually the first comment in my live streams. And he's been really good to me and my team. He's never turned on any of us, and I smoke weed and I'm a liberal and everything, but he's always been very respectful to me, and I consider him a friend for sure. I was just trying to help him out with that Anthony Chabot saga. So
Now, go ahead, Devin, please.
I was just gonna say, Anthony, at the end of the day, he is kind of like a sweetheart. He doesn't really, to his friends, he doesn't want to have any problems. He's pretty loyal.
He is. I would say that's very true.
Yeah. So now, Mormo, Jonas was talking about your old diss track. About that, Jonas, go ahead. You asked the question. Who were you dissing again? There's this cat, by the way, Devin. He's a cat guy. Go ahead, Jonas.
First off, Mormo, I really want to compliment your backdrop. It's very appropriate for the season. I see what you do. I see what you did there, man. Very smooth, very suave. But as far as diss track goes, which diss track are we talking about? Because he's made other diss tracks.
Your favorite diss track, dude. Come on, you mentioned it earlier.
My favorite diss track, and that was against the guy who made the diss track about the 5th grader. Could you?
That guy, Jack Rabbit.
Jack Rabbit. Could you give Devin a recap on that?
He's just this guy, and he made this diss track about some like 5th grader influencer or something, and was like you said he was calling him a bitch and stuff, and it just really pissed me off. So I decided to hit him with my own diss track. And as far as I know, I ended his career. I'm pretty sure I ended his career.
Nice. Yeah.
But,
it doesn't really make sense to target a 5th grader. That's for sure. Yeah.
What?
And that diss track,
Why did he make a diss track against a 5th grader?
For clout. The kid was like a big major influencer, so he did it for clout. And then the diss track I did against Friendly Men was just all in fun. Like, totally, I think we planned it out, and
yeah.
I was hoping you guys would fire back, but I guess
we're not as talented as you, Mormo. We're just not.
We're not poetically gifted in any sense like that.
So now, Mormo, so the Perfect Citizen has showed up in all of our radars. I was talking to him about you today, and could you please show him a piece of art that you're selling really quick? We have 11 people watching us. Still, the most. We never had this many people on our stream ever. It's usually me and Jonas talking to ourselves all alone. So so Mormo has an eBay. He's on eBay to sell his art. And go ahead, Mormo. Let's see what you got.
Now, is this how you make a living?
I made $1,400 last year on eBay.
Holy!
These are King Cobra JFS cards that I made, and they were originally commissions. And then people liked him so much, I made prints of him, and now I sell prints on eBay of these King Cobra JFS cards.
Wow. That's incredible.
Now,
Yeah, thank
Mormo,
you.
I saw one of your posts a while back. You worked in a porn store?
Yeah, I did. I was a professional pornography and sex toy cashier for a couple of years when I was young.
Can you tell us a crazy story? What happened? I would love to hear a story.
One night I ate a handful of magic mushrooms before I went in.
Perfect.
And we had an arcade there, like this kind of arcade, you know. And also I was shrooming, and a clown walks out of the arcade, and I just started busting up laughing. I was cracking up and just like almost in tears. I was laughing so hard. I was like, "What are you doing here, clown? You don't belong here." And it turned out it was a guy. It was a transvestite wearing a colorful dress. He had makeup smeared all over his face. And I ended up becoming friends with the guy, and he would give me gift certificates and stuff.
That's amazing. What are you doing here, clown?
How long did you work at the porn store? I'm just curious about that.
I think about two or 3 years.
Whoa! So were there a lot of?
I worked the graveyard shift, so imagine like in San Diego, who's shopping for a butt plug at 3 a.m. Those were the customers
Oh my god!
I was dealing with.
Did any performers come to like your store? Like, hey, come meet Jenna Jameson, or because I know
I met Jenna Jameson at another store, but we didn't really have stars visit. I used to read all the industry magazines back then, and kept up with all the stars and stuff. But
Jonas, do you have a question for Mormo or
I'm still soaking it in.
Well, Mormo, you have quite the background.
He's got some lore, that's for sure. I mean, this is new. This is new to me. I didn't know Mormo worked at a porn store for 3 years.
Yeah, and I get around. I join a lot of people's streams. My team usually sets it up for me. So
gotcha.
Wow.
Momo, you were talking. I watched a video of you. I want to say it was a year ago. You had a problem with a satanic neighbor in your old days. You were talking about some problem you were having in your old home?
Yeah, the Devil Master. I had a nervous breakdown with the satanic, Rambone for sure. I had a like it was like a Dungeons and Dragons situation, and I had a nervous breakdown in a game store several years ago, and I'm finally starting to recover and feel a little better after all these years now. But
well, you look great. I mean, you look great. You're putting out good content. You're constantly posting stuff. You're making us all look bad, Mormo. You're one busy guy.
Yeah, I try and do a video daily pretty much. I miss a few days sometimes, but I try and do something every day, basically.
Now, are you preparing lasagna, or because I know you like cooking spaghetti? Are you preparing any food?
I already ate. I was laying on the floor watching your stream, eating lasagna.
Perfect.
Sorry I didn't chat earlier, but I watched most of the stream just because I especially like that Chabot episode.
Yeah,
you did Perfect Citizen. So
yeah,
thank you.
Yeah. Have you Devin? Go ahead, man.
No, I don't. I'm sorry, I don't have anything to say. I was just thanking him.
Yeah, for sure. Right. And have a great night, everybody. Thanks so much.
Yeah, man. Well, hopefully we see you soon, dude.
Yeah, Mormo. Oh, see,
okay,
he gets out.
Well,
so yeah,
there's my introduction to Mormo.
That's right.
Yeah, dude. I'm glad that we were able to arrange this for you. Unfortunately, we another guy tried to come on with us, but I couldn't let him on because we wanted to give Mormo the spotlight. Yeah. So, well, hey, Devin, this has been, I guess it's a good time. It's over an hour. We've been doing this, but hey, man, awesome to meet you, dude. And I am so excited for your future projects.
Thank you, man. It was great meeting you guys as well.
Absolutely,
this was a fun
dude.
stream.
Definitely, dude. Yeah. Keep in touch. Hopefully, we get to do some more cool stuff like this. Hopefully, next time you'll get to meet Mr. Dwayne, the Whiplash Steeler. He's a lot of fun and intensity that you've got to know everything about.
No, it sounds very exciting. Yeah, it sounds very exciting. So I'm looking forward to something like that in the future.
For sure.
All right, well, let me close the stream on. So see you later to the 8 people who watched us. Thank you so much for sticking around.
Yeah,
have a good night, guys.
You could stay right here because it's gonna.
Yeah. All right, cool. So, all right, fellas. Yeah.